Hello, my name's Paul. I am currently a third semester master's student in higher education policy studies.
And what's your opinion about the free speech zones or free assembly zones on UCF?
Free speech is, especially in this day and age, becoming more under threat and is certainly a critical component of any university. But speaking as a HEPS student, I can certainly tell you that there is a balance between university administration and appropriate accommodations for free speech and free speech zones. So the question is how many and where to put them, and how to provide access for students and anybody who has something they want to speak about. Where can we find an appropriate forum for them to speak about it?
Right.
It's always challenging.
And do you have any ideas of how we could change these zones or?
To be quite frank, I don't even know where the zones are.
Okay.
But if I did, and certainly I've heard that they're primarily around the student union, which is definitely something that kind of, it seems fairest to make sure that wherever such zones are being accommodated, it needs to be in high traffic areas.
Right.
Because otherwise there's no point and it's not free speech. So, yeah.
There's actually a map of the free assembly zones at the guest services desk, which I kind of think is funny that you need a map of free speech zones when I thought free speech was everywhere in the U.S.
Well, I agree, but I think the question is letting people be up on a soapbox. Because certainly if you give the soapbox to people, neo-Nazi, crazy people who just want to talk about how the Holocaust was not a problem, well, certainly you don't want to necessarily put them in a place where they can just stop traffic and offend everybody. But at the same time, you want to respect that free speech, even the worst of it.
Right,
So
exactly.
the question is, providing high traffic areas while at the same time, preferably really off to the side. I would not, just looking at it here, I would not put a free speech zone right there in the middle of the walkway. But at the same time, something like off to the side, some kind of little stand here on the grass, maybe that would make sense. Some compromise, I think, is the question. So there's no simple answers, I would say, for free speech on campuses. At the same time, making sure that people are not being harassed, because there will always be people who abuse free speech.